I mean, Apex already had a strong map on Cash. He was getting kills left and right, and now you've given him a great start here. I mean, any player's going to feel confident if they start landing frags early on. You do not want Apex to get that confidence early. So this is going to be a bit of a problem here for Penta. Apex, he hunts down Spitty. This is a forced buy out of Penta as well, seeing as how they did not get the plant in the first round. They know it's going to be a double eco scenario. They go for the pistol armor buy here, but so far it has not done anything for them.
Now, it would be really nice if Penta could get a couple of kills in here. One thing is getting the bomb down. That is so hard. Like, Inferno's one of the hardest maps to put a bomb down when you don't have a buy round coming out. But if they can just get 1 or 2 kills in, definitely be very good. Maniac, though, is in a really good position here, and he's got backup from 2 people down in quad. So even if he should go down, they probably won't make it out of apps either way. Kenny's here, and he's stolen a Tech-9, and he's going to use it against them, and he's just going to keep holding it down. Finally, Strux gets a kill. So that's decent, but it could have been a little bit better. I think
it tells you the state. It tells you the state of where like things are with the pistols. When Kenny, who used to be like CZ 75 all day long, if he drops a CZ for a Tech-9, it's telling you something, right? So not going to be too disappointed with that turnout. He did get the job done at the end. He did get picked off at the end, but still, Tech-9, CZ, it's all right. It's just a pistol. So right now it's going to be another round of eco out of Penta. Again, no plant for them. Not even very much damage done. So Penta definitely struggling somewhat here on this T side. Double nade down Banana is going to ring up a 1 frag, although they do manage to get the drop on RPK. Existence now setting up the flashes, having to stop them from coming through this smoke. Perfect flash there, and you saw Penta just grind to a halt. Kenny was right behind him on the flank, and he's already doing the damage. Looking for the 3rd frag. Maniac robs it with an HE, but Titans still survive with 4 players alive, and they are all grinning right now. Everything is going according to plan for them.
Yeah, they're feeling really good, and they should as well. But they got to be careful they don't get too giddy, because I'm excited to see what Penta have brought to the table now. It's only AKs, which is fair enough. Can they get some sort of good opening? I really want to see what they've planned. This is the map pick that Penta had, and so far they've proven on the T and CT side of any map that we've seen them so far, they've looked on point.
This is going to be the fun part here. They are a little bit limited. Nex doesn't have any gear left, but they still have 4 smokes and a handful of flashes. Things are still possible for Penta. They really are looking for a pick right now. But look at this. Titan, of course, they know it's the 4th round. They know that Penta are going to be investing, and there's nothing really crazy out of them this time around. Look at how passively they're holding all across the map, not giving any opportunity to Penta to get the entry frag, to weaken the defense and allow Penta to have a strong shot at getting onto a bomb site right now. This is all about the setup now for Penta. Yeah, if they can just whittle down the time on this clock and get into position. Spitty already moving in close, just trying to take some shots towards Graveyard, but nobody is there.
Well, Kenny using that smoke in the middle almost as a wall, just pretending no one will ever come through. It looks like Penta are going to end up at the A bomb site so far, but if they end up at B, that'd be much better. I'm actually very much disagreeing with the way Titan is holding B right now. I think A is great, but B is a little bit less. But it's not going to matter, because it's going to be, no, they fake it out. They're going to run back. They're pretending, they're throwing all the right smokes, they're sending all the signals to Titan saying, yes, yes, we're going to come A, and then they turn around and run back to B. So it's a nice fake, but the Molotov's going to buy time here. Great play from Existence inside. Apex going to pick up Speedy, who's the only one left, and now they're coming in, but RPK's in position as well. Opening kill here, coming through, and RPK and Kenny, who also rotated in, they just finished the round in seconds.
And that was just a rock-solid defense. Apex, I mean, Existence getting the right read on Speedway. He rotated halfway through Speedway, realized what was up, and managed to get back in position in B site fast enough there. RPK as well was here to lend a hand, and I believe it was actually RPK who was the man rotating through on Speedway, but the number 2. But still, the quick rotation in by Kenny as well. This is just Titan looking so good right now. Not even falling for that fake, the old NIP. It was just leave it be and get in position to shut it down. And now it's just more of the same that we've had throughout the beginning of this first half. Penta back to pistols, and Penta just not able to find any kills here.
The reason why I said I disagreed a lot with what Titan did that round is I think it's just cool. It's very nice and it's very, very well used. We saw Virtus Pro do it yesterday as well, leaving Neo at B alone and having 4 people in A. That's always a good idea. But when we say leave someone alone at B, generally what we actually mean is leave someone alone at Banana. Because if they're in Banana, either bottom or top of Banana, that means you can spot people, you can see them coming through, and you can call out to your teammates or something's happening. But Existence was so far back into the site that if Penta had actually been close and rushed right away, instead of giving him some time, that would have been it. They could have killed him instantly. So actually, I think I don't agree much, but it worked out well for Titan anyway. This round, obviously, an anti-eco, so no big surprise. Titan going to clean it up as they should.
It's those late round calls, essentially, and the late round calls make all the difference. And Titan that time around were able to make the correct one and get back into position in time to stop, well, to stop a catastrophe from happening. Penta right now, they have their second shot at it. Crystal's got an AWP now, and he's ready to go toe-to-toe with Kenny S, who was starting out the round at the beginning, looking towards mid. He's still kind of lurking around there, looking to see if he can't find an opening frag here, but he has not had the opportunity just yet. Good nades already to do some initial damage to Penta, so they're going to be softened up when they try and take a crack at a site. And look at how Titan are setting up at the beginning of this round. 3 guys, once again, holding solid on this B site, really expecting Penta to come through here, and there are 2 members lurking for Penta. They're even setting up for the nades right now. This could be a B take coming in from Penta. Although, look, are they going to try and go for the lurk approach? Are they not even going to throw any nades? They're just going to try and sneak their way in here and count on an entry?
That would have been so good. It's a bit scary from Titan, regardless, that they actually have 3 people in the beginning exactly where Titan are going to try and hit. So they have rotated one of them back to A, and in the meantime, there's a guy in the corner, and that's going to be Existence waiting right here. He's actually firing a bit too soon, but RPK is the one to pick up the double, and almost looked like Existence feared himself on Struck's AWP, but then comes Apex. 1 and 2, third kill through, and it's going to be 6-0. Apex and Kenny.
Apex and RPK. Existence was out of position there. I mean, that flash, that second flash that came in, he turned right into it and was just completely blind. He couldn't do anything. Luckily for him, RPK was not blinded by the flashes and was able to get 2 quick kills on Penta, who were trying to push through that smoke.
What's the kills like for Kenny and Apex right now? I'm wondering.
Apex has got to be looking pretty damn good right now. Yeah, he's sitting at the top with 11.
Yeah.
11, 3, and 1. 9, 2, and 1 for Kenny. And, well, that's 10. You know, Kenny likes round numbers, Anders. He doesn't like odd numbers.
It's exactly like it was on Cash. It's just those 2 players right now doing the majority of the work for Titan. It's the Kenny Pex combo.
The Kenny Pex.
Deadly by any standards. Dennis has gone down here in Penta. I really want to see something more from the German team right now. They need that one opening frag. Because that one opening is going to force Titan to make a decision about how they want to hold. And then that can be exploited right afterwards. Good kill from Speedy, but it's so quickly followed up on.
Oh, with the leg.
Leg shot through the air. He gets the kill, and the headshot as well on next. And it's a quad kill of the round. The confidence is just overflowing here for the French player.
See, Kenny was not comfortable with the fact that Apex was leading on the board. He was like, this is not how it's supposed to go. I'm going to rectify this now. Thank you very much, Apex, for your hard work. But that top spot, it's mine. And that is just, I mean, this is dominance right now. And this is very scary for Penta. I mean, their T side, I was expecting a bit more out of their T side. I mean, but we do know that they rely on the CT side to get the work done on Inferno. But for them to just stumble so hard here on their T side at the beginning of the half, it's very rough to watch. And look, this is just power play coming out here from Titan, basically. This is like old VP where we don't care if you got pistols, we don't care if you can do damage. We're just going to run at you and get the frags and beat you up. Kenny will point blank Strugs at the end, but still only 1 frag. Only 1 frag for Penta. That's not enough.
Oh, they're feeling it now on the Titan side. You can tell. I don't know what kind of talk they had between the first and second map, but once they won the pistol, you could see already Apex from the beginning was feeling really good. And 8-0 is the big statement. 16-2-1. That's just absurd. It's almost like this is the map that Titan picked, except it isn't. Penta were the ones who said, we'll fight you on Inferno and see if we can come out on top. Right now, they're definitely not. But it's still not over yet. If they can get 5 or 6 rounds here, first half, it could be done. They just need to start stringing a few together, and it's not impossible. Apex hiding at the edge, and you can see without the X-ray that he can't see a thing. He's going to go down. Apex will fall, but Kenny with a good return on to Dennis, so it's really swiftly evened out.
This is when it gets really scary as well. When Kenny gets into this position, when he gets into this mindset, he just looks unstoppable. He starts landing every shot he takes. So Titan falling back with a fairly passive hold on A, but there is still time here for Penta to make a decision. They still have 50 seconds, and it looks like they may want to go back towards B site. Once again, they've spent a man up into A apartments to try and draw the attention here from Titan. RPK goes peeking through the smoke and catches Crystal off guard at Arch, and that's not going to help things here for Penta. It's only Existence, however, on that B site alone. RPK hauling, trying to get back here on Speedway. But Existence is still going to have to hold his own for a little while here. He spots him get into pool. That's 1 across. Does he know that both are there? He's going to figure it out. Drops the bomb carrier, takes the fight, cannot take out Nex, and Nex whips around and takes off RPK's head. 1v2 now, and he's got 10 seconds, just about 15, to get this bomb plant.
He really wants to make it a 1v1 before he starts fighting, and he's actually giving them time. He's going to get the spray long range regardless, and now he's got time for the bomb here. No. Oh, and he can't do it. He gives up just at the end, and Kenny's going to take him down. I think he thought that Kenny was closer, that he had moved up, or maybe that there was a grenade coming. That was such a nice, really, really nice spray down from next there. He almost 1v4'd them.
It shows you how close it can get as well. If Kenny's coming in banana, if he's walking around that corner, Nex can just get him.
I think at that point as well, that's the pressure of being so far behind, and like I think he just second guessed. He mind gamed himself almost. That's one of the things about having experience on land. Once it really comes down to that 1v1 at the end there, just a tiny second doubt or second guessing yourself there, it's going to make such a big difference. Oh.
Well, one thing is that Penta now, having lost so many rounds in a row, they're getting max money, so they're able to get another buy-in despite not having the plant. But Existence over on B catches Dennis peeking. Apex pushed down to bottom mid, just cleaning house. He gets peekabooed by Spitty coming out of underpass, but the damage is done. It's a two-man lead now. Maniac moving in is going to get slapped down by Spitty. Haven't seen too much from Maniac, and it doesn't look like Penta are interested in seeing more. It is into a 2-on-3 now, and Nex is still lurking towards this B site. He had great success on it in the last round. Wants to see if he can repeat that here. Oh, misses that smoke though. That's actually costly.
Trying to jump over here. Just 35 seconds left. Existence could be a good target here, but RBK going to take the shots through the smoke to end up killing Speedy. And next, he's making so much noise. You can see Existence trying to play against the sound of those footsteps here. It's again a 1v2 this time. Next,
wow,
he's just charging. He's getting some great kills, but he is always in this weird 1vx situation, and he can't pull it out. Titan, man, they're pummeling Penta right now.
This
10
is
and
brutal.
0.
And this is well here by Apex. I mean, just calmly resets his crosshair, takes out Strugs. They're just looking so confident at this point. They've got plenty of money. Well, not as much as I thought that they would have, but still, they've taken a couple of rough rounds here in the past few, but still, Titan, money to rebuy, no problem at all. And RPK this time is going to find the entry and even makes it out in one piece. That cannot be allowed to happen. They needed to get the trade there, Penta.
What could they do at this point? I mean, Titan are playing, they have so much mid control, especially with Kenny here. And the follow-up over at, I mean, Apex is holding quad, so they have the two strongest players on the team holding middle. B hasn't turned out too successful either. Apps has been guarded by Maniac out there. There is not a lot of weakness going on in the Titan defense, which is also why we're seeing this 10-0 lead. They've tried to fake out a couple of times, and maybe that was actually their best call for a get, is when they tried that fake trade and ended up running B, except that Existence had a Molotov left, and they were maybe a little bit slower than they could have been. That's the best that I've seen yet.
I'm also wondering, I mean, it could be that Penta only really felt comfortable with a B take on Inferno, and that's it. A site, they weren't able to get the crack in. There's a number of reasons, but right now the long and short of it is Titan are just manhandling them. Apex once again pushing down the bottom mid. Kenny is going to be rotated in towards that B side, however, to pick off Strugs, and Penta will not be able to get anything done. This is definitely looking, oh, I mean, this is looking like a crime. I mean, 11-0 right now, a near perfect half. 4 more rounds for Titan to perfect this half, and they're looking perfectly capable of taking it at this point. There's going to be another force buy out of Penta. They just need to get rounds on the board. Ecoing isn't even an option anymore. They just have to get in there and try and make something happen, some kind of magic, and they are rushing up second mid right now. Do they go into apartments? It's looking like it. They've got the bomb going up there as well, all 4 members, and this could be a very quick play here towards the A side, trying to change up the pace.
Yeah, they're going to come out Boiler quick. Apex in the corner here. He's going to get the 1 kill and keep spraying and running. That's a double with the bomb dropped as well. A great round from Apex. Steals an AK and hides in the smoke. Is going to get the triple. He's just simply outplaying Penta in that particular situation. Makes it a quad kill. Kenny find Crystal for the ace. It's almost like they should just give it to him, but Kenny's going to say no, and Crystal goes down. What a round from
At that point,
Apex.
Kenny should just turn around, run away, and be like, okay, bro, go get him. He's up in apartments. Like, go. Just do it, Apex. Get that ace. I had one yesterday. I'm not going to ruin yours.
Oh, man.
You see, I think it's still the competition for the frags. Apex has been getting some frags in these rounds, so Kenny may be feeling a little bit nervous here.
Look at Penta. You can clearly see that there's some discussion going on as well, and they're all listening intently to what's being said. Just how do we break this? How do we come back so that we at least stand some sort of chance for a CT side comeback? I mean, the most depressing thing right now would definitely be if this finishes 15-0 and then Titan just make it 16-0 and you never get to see what Penta could actually do. Because they've had like the tournament of their life here, and then for it to end like this, oh man.
It's definitely, I mean, you can see they still seem to be a pretty loose over on Penta's side as well, seeing as how they are. I mean, Nex was just chuckling there, so they aren't out of this mentally. They just need to find a way, and they need to stop giving up these frags to Apex and Kenny. This is the thing. It's basically, how do we deal with Apex and Kenny? And it seems like their option or their solution for that was, okay, well, if they're playing A site, let's just go B site, right? But then they go into B site, and Existence and RPK are even stepping it up, and good solid rotations coming out of Kenny as well. He's always there to just mess with them. Apex is pushing down mid. Titan are picking up on the fact that Penta are constantly going B site. So Apex just keeps pushing down mid, flanking them in banana. I mean, Titan are adjusting their game, and Penta just aren't able to keep up right now. And if you aren't able to keep up it tactically, you need to be able to keep up with the frags. And they just cannot seem to compete with Apex and Kenny at this point. So they just really don't have anything going for them at this point, Penta.
Maybe it's worth trying to see if they can simply rush down Kenny towards Archway. You throw up smokes towards quad and you just try and flash, like keep Apex flashed enough that he can't even really shoot through the smoke. And then maybe you give up 2 kills to kill Kenny, but you make it into Arch and CT spawn, and then you hope that Titan get a little bit careless and start like fighting you a little bit too much. Mm-hmm. They need to come up with something, and there doesn't seem to be like a really solid plan going into it. So maybe just taking Kenny out of the mix like that could be a thing. You know he's going to be aggressive, so you know that if you rush him, he's going to be at the edge, and he's still dangerous, but you could make it out on top. He's up top again with 22 kills, Kenny. It's so ridiculous.
Okay, so this is the decision made by Penta. We eco this round, we get Crystal and Op in the next round, and we just collect the last 2 rounds of the half. That's pretty much the game plan here, unless they can try and do something magical here with pistols. I mean, Tech-9's PT-50s, they do have some firepower. If they can speed up for this site quick enough, that smoke goes down, and now it becomes so difficult for them to get through here intact.
And they're going to just flash their way through, running it with a batch turn as well. Existence is here. 30 bullets to take down 5 players with an AK, and that's going to work beautifully here. No issue at all. He dies eventually, and RPK is going to fall as well, so there's a really good kills from Speedy, and this bomb plant is obviously going to give Penta an insane amount of money, which might be useful if they end up winning and lose, or, you know, just winning the round here, but it's still not going to be quite enough here. Even at 12-3, that's not a good score for the T side of Inferno. Speedy waiting, edge of the smoke. Just too many targets. Nice attempt. But it will be Titan to win it and make it 13-0.
But that bomb plant was actually very big there, because the whole gamble for Penta at that point is we're going to eco to just max money out for this next round and just look to secure the remaining 2. The fact that they can get a bomb plant really gives them some breathing room here. They're going to be able to get whatever they want here. Crystal should have an AWP to work with, and he does go straight for it. Full buy from him. Everybody else, full nades, full rifles. So this is it. Penta's best shot. For a long time, it feels, this is going to be their best shot at taking this round. Titan, they aren't even changing anything up, really. They did go for some early aggression, at least in apartments, to get some information, look towards second mid, but they didn't see anybody, and that's why you see that early rotation coming out from Apex. He heads over to that B site. They realize, Titan, okay, we don't see anybody on the A side of the map. It's got to be B again. They have 3 guys here. If Penta go rushing through the smoke, it's going to be a slaughter.
They really are merciless, Titan. They don't mind. Look at who's sneaking up from behind as well. I think it's Maniac making his way through the terrorist apartments, which means Penta's whole game plan here has already been discovered. This is like trying to rob a bank when the police already know everything you're going to do. It's not going to work out well here. 55 seconds, RBK with the opening, and then they just keep on trading from there. But Apex hiding in the corner here. They're not realizing. He takes a double in one shot. It's Crystal, and Dennis gone down, and Strux is the last man standing. 1v3. What a complete slaughter here. Titan making it worse. Kenny quite literally bunny jumping in towards the CT spawn. Just hoppity hop to get the kill at the end. What an absurd situation.
And that is soul-shattering for Penta. Their big master plan, the huge round. Right here, this is a thing of beauty. And just the patience as well from Apex. He realizes full well, they have no idea there's an extra man here. I can take all my time and just wait for my moment to strike, and he just gets it perfect. But right now, that is horrible for Penta. Struggs does find the headshot on Kenny, though. Finally, something goes Penta's way at the beginning of a round. They do get a bit of an edge here. And again, it looks like they want to go towards B. Question is now, Apex, he might be holding more onto that A site. They're side by side in apartments right now as well. Maniac lurking up there, and I don't think that they have any idea. Spitty's still waiting.
It's like a weird mix of emotion that I'm experiencing, because on one hand it's so impressive to see Titan, and it's actually about time we see Titan play this solidly. At the same time, it's such a shame that Penta don't get a chance to really prove themselves around Inferno. They've hit a brick wall, and Titan, they're just not going to let go, it seems. Maniac up here fighting Apps. He's got 3 bullets left, pistols out instead, and it is a 5-7, but he's going to go down anyway, 1v2. And sad to say it, but this might be one of the biggest chances they have. If Speedy can clutch this 1v2, they could get a single round in on the board for the first half.
So many angles for him to check coming out of these apartments, however. This is, I mean, he gets caught on the edge. RPK waiting there in pit. The perfect position for RPK. And that, it's been a long time since we've seen a 15-0 like that in a half. So a perfect half for Titan on Inferno, a perfect defense, and Penta just never able to show anything there.
We have to remind people, in case anyone's tuning in since we started, that Penta did bring it 16-14 on cash. They almost won cash. It was so close, or at least almost brought it to overtime, and now it's a different story altogether. This could be the perfect game for Titan, at least the perfect map. And they'd be in the semifinals, and they'd be there potentially against an IP or Hellraisers, which could be for one hell of a finals.
It'd be amazing. And we may even have a, I mean, at this point, Titan NIP finals, Titan Hellraiser finals. I mean, if Titan, well, when Titan win this, essentially, they need 1 round and a half. Spitty trying to do the best he can to put up a fight here in apartments, looking for a pick. He's not going to get it. He still spots out 2 guys, though, so there's some information there for his team. And Titan, look at this. Not a single nade picked up on them. They are just going to go for the run and gun, straight YOLO fight.
45 seconds. They're obviously waiting for the right point on the clock. They don't have any flashbangs. All armor here for Titan. And now they come charging through Archway into CT spawn. Next is going to pick up Kenny, though, but running down mid. Existence catches Dennis. They thought it was going to be some sort of wraparound towards A, but it's not. It's actually a B push through CT. Crystal goes down as well, so that's a 3v3. Still 25 seconds on the clock here. Strux has to stay alive and just buy time back a sight, but they are coming for him from either side. Tough position to be in. He ends up running out of bullets, and RPK will take him down. No bomb plant yet. Speedy dies, and with that, the game 16-0. And Titan, they perfect Penta.
They perfect Penta on map 2 in this best of 3. And yeah, they have better be all smiles right there. Maniac with a big one, but they can be proud of that. It is not every day that you perfect a team on LAN in playoffs, but a 16-0, it cannot get more decisive. This is now Titan in a finals again, Anders, to start the year here for them.
Yeah, big. I mean, that's really, really an important result for Titan, just having picked up RPK as well. I do want to say, let's not let this take anything away from Penta. All this shows is that they need more work, more practice. But this was one hell of a tournament from them regardless. I have been really, truly impressed by how much work they put into it. But they got off on the wrong foot, and they never got up again.
That's the thing, you know, it's almost as if we were watching like NIP VP again, right? Where VP, they got beat down on the first map, and then they went to Inferno, and NIP just completely demolished them. It was as if VP were never able to get themselves back into the game. And here we have it, where Penta, I'm sure they felt like they could have won cash, and that they let that map go through their fingers.
Yeah.
And that is so difficult, that you just need so much experience on your side, and just strength of mind, essentially, strength of will, to be able to just battle back from that, to feel like you got robbed in the first map, but you're still alive in this best of 3. You can still do it. You just need to start landing the shots, except that you have Apex and Kenny just mauling your team.
The Kenny Pex.
The Kenny Pex, or the most valuable coin in the world, the A penny. I mean, it's just, what are you going to do against that? What are you going to do? But let's go ahead and find out now from the analysts what they think about this best of 3. The first one here of the day. Titan, I guess not. Oh, because we're going to get somebody with an interview, of course.
We're still waiting.
Fifth, what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Yeah, thumbs up. He was like, yeah. It's good experience, right?
No, I'm saying it's about experience. You saw that after the first game.
Yeah.
It's about experience, and that is it. It's just Titan, the fact that they have so much experience in best of 3s. For Penta to come back, it's basically, this is just an experience for them. They're going to be able to grow from it.
Yeah, I mean, they have a really good basis to grow from, and And, you know, historically speaking, again, in Global Offensive, the German Counter-Strike scene, which in the whole history of Counter-Strike through Source and 1.6 have had like a really, really proud history. Like German Counter-Strike has always been so strong. Global Offensives, and it's never really bloomed outside of Germany. Yes, Germany PS is good, but the rest of the world, they need to step in there. I think Penta's the best choice right now for that. And that in itself is actually really impressive. They've done a good job. And now, I do think we have Apex over at the analyst desk as well. So take it away, Richard.